Hey, what's up? This is the Leo Mystic. Welcome to the Inner Peace Forecast for the 25th of March until the 31st of March. This is where we take you through the astrology of the week, the planetary energies, and where we bring heaven back on earth so we can experience in the flow. Everything's a cycle. And what are these cycles inherently in us doing this week? So that you understand the flow. The moon is in Sagittarius, together with the sun in fiery Aries. Boom, we're getting it going. We're feeling on. Jupiter is in Sag. This is so much fire. This is so much optimism. Our emotions are optimistic. We're like, yes, let's go, do it. Aries is like, don't think, just act. Jupiter is like, more, expand. So we'll have this fiery action going. And what is Mars doing? Mars is ruled by Aries. It's in Taurus. It's steadily action. This is on the battlefield. You know, we're on the field, and this is the warrior on the field. It's exploring. But Venus is squaring Mars and is saying like, hold on, are you sure you want to go and do this? Because Venus is in Aquarius and it's the genius and it's like, I can see what's going on down here. It's like a very neutral perspective. So in terms of feelings, we're like, I don't know if I feel this completely, you know. So, but if you let's say that you're painting. Okay, and you're like, you take your brush and you start like very vividly, without thinking, like painting. It's really good for that. But what if, for just a second, you can tune in to the feelings of like, hold on, I kind of know what I want to put on paper. If you just take a little second before you just completely dive in brainlessly, with Mercury retrograde on Neptune, stationary, it's slowing down. So, it's actually saying the mind, Mercury, whatever that you're, like, it's not speeding up. So it's like, take a moment. Slow down with the mind. Slow down with what you communicate. Think about it first. Feel, think, feel. See, our emotions, the moon, Sagittarius is like, fuck, let's go out and explore. Mars is like, yes, it's impulsive. And we can do that. And like, this is really good because Mars is still trining Saturn and Pluto. This is power. This is manifesting. But that Venus is actually saying, hold on. So before you start really painting and get into the process, tune into what that Mercury on Neptune is saying. This is intuition. This is gut. Aries is gut action. So this is really making space for the head, for clarity of mind, and to not be numbed by emotions, because that's what we tend to do with this Piscean energy, Mercury on Neptune, is just numb ourselves out. So then, do you think you're going to have feelings, that you're going to feel your feelings? This is all about getting the buckets of the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual body as empty as possible and in high quality and as big as possible, as I talk in my mindful classes, by the way, about the round table. You want to check out the round table on Facebook. We're going to London, Barcelona, Berlin. This is the whole day of Inner Peace Retreat. More about that in other videos. But check it out, round table. Anyway, so when you are in the process, just intuitively have these, completely tune into these feelings. Because Venus too is going to go into Pisces. Now, that doesn't happen until first the moon goes into Capricorn at the same day. But Venus is still first, the last degrees of Aquarius. So this is really ahead, thinking ahead. When the moon goes into Capricorn, it's going to be a little bit harder. because our emotions are not as optimistic. They're more grounded. Now, Venus in Capricorn, Venus in Pisces is dreamy. It's beautiful. And actually, before that moon goes into Capricorn, so first Venus goes into Pisces, then the moon goes into Capricorn. This is good stuff when it's still in Sagittarius, because when Venus goes into Pisces, which is on the 27th, which is Wednesday, if you're in Antwerp, Belgium, 26th when you are in US. This is dreamy, this is beautiful, this is artistic, this is the painter, and this is the messages that come through from the divine, from God. Pay attention to that. Pay attention. How you think is how you'll feel. And these emotions of optimism will actually help you manifest. But the moon comes into Capricorn. Now this is a whole lot different. Alright, we got the south node there, we got Pluto there, which is having a good aspect with beneficial Jupiter teaching us some lessons of optimism, of belief, and this the south node of how we are accustomed to doing things in Capricorn, of traditions. So an opportunity might pop up where you, for instance, you went away from a certain organization and all of a sudden they say, you know what, actually we kind of liked what you did anyway. I know that, there was a misunderstanding, but we would like to give you a new chance. Yes. So Jupiter sextiling that is like, this is good opportunities, but Pluto's there, man. Like, are you going to repeat the same patterns? You can be like very like, yes, optimistic, and it's like really cool. But with the south node there on Pluto, it's like, what is power and what is destruction? What can you use in a new way before you decide that? But you still got Mercury retrograde and it's on Neptune, so it's like, I don't know, yes, let's fucking do it anyway. No, hold on. How can you use this new opportunity with the new belief systems that you've adopted, and can you actually first tune in with these buckets empty? No numbing of feelings, but actually facing what source is telling you. It might not always be happy, man. And like with a moon in Capricorn, that's serious. That's like opportunity and like loyalty. I think the feelings of loyalty, of duty, of service, of complete integrity with like, I am going to do this and I'm going to follow through with this. I'm going to take this opportunity. I've thought it through. I am loyal to the bone. This is about honesty. Then actually, we can ground a lot of spiritual service on duty, on purpose, with Mars still trining Pluto there. This is actually a good aspect, but it can be a very, very hard aspect. It can be tension between feelings and emotions, confusion, complete confusion. And Venus, when it is in Pisces on the 29th, it's starting to semi-square Saturn, and this is, nope, you cannot do it. Like, whatever you thought that you were going to do, this is too dreamy shit. This is too airy-fairy bullshit. That spirituality of yours, I don't know what that is. Like that painting you just did. Like, what the fuck is that? That's disgusting. Like, do you even think that we are, like, we're very high standard societal beings? So authority is going to say, no, hold on. It's going to make you feel guilty for what you did. But actually, if you can enter this with a feeling of loyalty to your true inner spiritual being, the spiritual messages that you receive, and you can actually really stay true to them, in the end, Mars is still in Taurus, still gonna fucking manifest. Yeah, so it's powerful. And then, by the end of this week, Mars is going to go into Gemini. But first we got, the moon, 28th, 29th, is going to be in Aquarius. It's going to, this is emotions of rebellion. This is emotions of neutral emotions, non-attachment. Or if you're in the aspect where, you're starting to rebel against the authority, with the South Node and Pluto there, and you cannot create that dialogue. You cannot stay true. You adapt your message. This creates problems. This is detachment. This is like, you idiots. You fucking idiots. And this is going to create tension. And you don't want to go with that energy when Mars goes into Gemini, because that is going to create a lot of discussions that are unnecessary. Mercury's on Neptune, stationary, it's blank. You don't you're gonna say things that don't make sense. This is fight. Like Mars in Gemini, for me, it is very aggressive. It's masculine. And it is communication. It's the mind. It's trying to investigate the truth. And so you got to try to find answers where they are not there. If you stay in the ego, what the fuck? If you stay in the little me, that's what I'm saying. Ego is not bad. Ego is good. But Mercury is in Pisces. It's very fucking dreamy. So you will not get out. You will not communicate with that Mars in Gemini, what is necessary. This is not a constructive dialogue. This is not Libra. This is not the negotiator. It's just straightforward communication. No bullshit in your face. And that's harsh. It's hard. So, but okay. Take advantage of that Venus still in Aquarius. Yes, squaring Mars, but it came off the square with Mars. So, and Aquarius is in Taurus, and so Venus actually knows what needs to manifest first. So that's why I say first the feelings, then the action. Spontaneous action. But take a moment. That's it. That's all. That's all for this week. Go and get it. Spiritual duty, loyalty, integrity, right? Use the optimism of the first 2.5 days of the moon in Sagittarius. Think of it before you do something. Go in it. When you feel it, use it. Spontaneously act and lose yourself. Lose yourself in the action you take. Yes. Remember, Mercury is slowing down. It's on top of Neptune. Don't let that mental activity go too fast. Because Mars in Gemini by the 30th is just gonna act, it's just gonna say, but the mind has slowed down. So this is actions and mental capacity are just completely off the charts. So I would say it's not a good time. Mars in Gemini too is just gonna wanna just go, is hyperactive from here to there, and just but it gets lost because Mercury's stopped. So it's like brainless moving from here to there. Hold your horses. That's all I'm saying. This is the Leo Mystic Inner Peace Forecast. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Share with all the people that need to hear this message. Astrology for leaders, bringing heaven back to earth. See you next Monday. Inner peace. Much love.